no, any woman, period, cannot afford to slack. Okay, you can't have a day off. You can't have a day bad.
Yeah.
You know, you always have to be at it.
Okay.
Because the minute you even like this, look. I mean, let's just leave even the example of me and you here in the studio. Okay, I wanted to tell you about two corporate heads who probably show that you can't, what it's like or what you have to go through to be a woman at the top. I told you about Jane Karuku.
Kiss, Kenya's #1 hit music station.
Oh, beef. Oh, let me tell you, with the amount of work I do on this show, I'm going to go sit where XTN is and do nothing.
Would it be fair though?
If what? If you got paid more than...
No, if like I get paid like 2 or 3 times what you're getting. For the same job.
For the same job.
Like now you are sitting there, you're touching the buttons.
Imagine.
I'm on this side.
Stretching your legs.
Stretching my legs.
You're like 2 clicks away from farting.
You know, I'm just living my Alachi life here.
So what is this now? I would be livid. Actually, I probably wouldn't even show up to work.
Oh, you wouldn't?
I'd let you put in your...
How long would you cry?
Huh?
How long would you cry? Because you're assuming that you're bringing as much value to this business as I am.
Yes. If anything, I believe I'm bringing more value. Kibe, I have to work so much harder than you do. I'm the one who picks up the calls. I'm the one who cuts them up. I write down the mentions. I do all of the mentions. So I run the desk.
So in your mind, you should earn more than me.
I actually should. In essence, think about it.
You should earn more than me,
I start
right?
the show, I close it. I'm always the first one in, the last one out. You saunter in, you do nothing. You can even afford to slouch, Kibe.
You remind me of that Chile who was crying the other day.
Which one?
The cop.
Oh.
There was a cop lady who started crying on national TV.
Yes.
What was she saying?
She was saying that it's unfair that she's been in the service for so long. She's worked just as hard as everybody else.
Yes.
But she's not getting better positions.
What better positions exist in the cop industry?
So you see, there are places that have money. You know, if the more hardship, if you work in a more hardship place, then you tend to get a bit more money.
In terms of salo?
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Yeah. Even the kickbacks are better. But she's just those ones for...
Kickbacks?
Me, I've been here working, let's say 15 years. And she's saying, my colleagues, all these men, have been working for 15 years. I would say, wanachapwa hizo locations where there's mad money and these guys are breaking bank, but me, I'm not being sent because I'm a chick. And she's just basically complaining about the everyday struggle for every woman. There's no equal opportunity. Once in the workplace, it's so easy to be a man in the workplace. So easy. Look at how you're sitting, Kibe. You're slouched with your legs straight across together, almost outside the studio. I can't even afford to slouch, and we're here getting the same pay.
But you have to understand, what are you bringing to the table?
What do you mean? I'm everything.
In fact, let's not even talk about me and you. Right? Let's talk about why you're complaining. Because this is a complaint we've had so many times.
Yes.
But we're not doing the same job. Why do you assume we're doing the same job? Now, take for example, if you go to Mjengo over here, don't go far. Go to any Mjengo, because I've had this conversation for too long. You go to Mjengo, who are you going to find working in the Mjengo?
Men.
And who's feeding them?
Women.
Have we asked anybody to go do that? No. This is just how nature has brought itself. It's just aligned itself
but
that
see,
way.
what we're saying is this, Kibe, that if kuna dem anaweza beba hizo mawe, abebe.
Okay.
Na lipwe ile do. Can we have equal consideration?
Aina noma. Aina noma. Let me tell you, Menje. Kuna dem anaweza beba mawe na bebe kama mwanaume at the speed mwanaume atabeba.
Yeah.
Then she can be paid the same amount of money.
So how comes we can agree on that?
Yeah.
But when it comes to this here office or every other office, it's not the same.
But okay, listen, you have to understand, even for the show that we're doing
we
here,
have
different strengths.
But there's someone who works harder. There's someone who works more.
There'll always be somebody who's working harder.
Yes, so they deserve more.
But harder does not mean you get more. Otherwise, people who are working in Mjengo should be
what are you
getting
saying?
more money than the new Safaricom CEO.
This was a cop.
Mtu anaamka asubuhi at 5 he's walking to go to the Mjengo.
You know, you'll never understand the struggle.
So they're hard. When you talk about working hard, Menje, we all have 24 hours.
Everything is harder for a woman. Everything.
That's a nonsense.
Everything is harder for a woman. Everything. So you can't say
Give me an example. What do you mean everything is harder for a woman?
Let's go to
and
university.
Today, by the to shout.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Let's go to university. Do you know it's harder for a girl?
Which university?
To graduate in university. Any university.
Which university?
Any university. Let's go
why
any
is it
public
harder
university.
for her to graduate?
Because first and foremost, remember sex for grades. Yeah.
Do you have any facts with that story? Because
No, for sure. Because a lecturer is not going to requisition a guy. If it's between me and you, Kibe, your cat marks won't go missing. It's mine. It'll be made harder for me to graduate than you.
Next.
Because I'm living in a society where I'm more of a victim than you.
Next.
Really?
Let's discuss something else
All
apart
right.
from university.
Where else? Let's look even like right here.
Look at corporate.
Corporate Kenya,
Let's
yes.
go to corporate.
Thank you. Let's go to corporate Kenya.
Like for example, let's look at a company like Radio Africa.
Yes.
Who are the two heads of sales? Hello?
It's 2 women. So,
Oh my God.
of how many male
Oh my God.
of how many male HODs here? Some who shouldn't even be sitting as heads of departments.
This is
Those
merit.
two women you're saying who are leading the sales department are leading it on merit.
And the
Crystal
guys are
and
what?
Julie are who caught chapaying laps and making money.
Stop being
Look at
emotional.
the
We
men
said we're
underneath
not
them.
shouting today. We're not shouting. We said this.
Bro,
You're thinking.
you guys
is
are
a bit
given.
warped.
Let me tell you.
I'll tell you.
Because you're a man, let me tell you guys are just handed. Oh, you want a job? Yeah, society
Menje, can we
expects
talk
you to have
facts?
a job.
Can we talk facts?
Yeah. But me,
Can
for
we
me
talk
to
facts?
get into the workplace, I have to have merit.
Now you're just talking nonsense. Let's look at the marketing managers of all the blue chip companies in Kenya.
After how much work? Kibe?
Blue chip companies in
After
Kenya.
how
The
much
ladies who
work?
wait.
After how much
Wait.
work?
And please, the ladies who are running the minds of the Kenyans.
Okay.
The people who are running the minds of the Kenyans are ladies. And here you are going to come and act victim.
Let
What
me
a
tell you.
shame. Mente, come on. Do
When we
better
come
than
back,
this.
we're going to have the
Do
conversation
better than this one.
of Tabitha Karanja of Keroche and Jane Karuku at the top of EABL, and we'll see by there if this equal opportunity you're talking about really exists. Okay, straight back into what we're talking about.
You seem angry.
Yeah, because I think you don't understand what I'm trying to explain to you. Let me tell you.
Explain away.
Okay. Yeah. So it may not even be about equal opportunity. Let's call it equal consideration. Any woman who's at a point of acclaim, no, any woman, period, cannot afford to slack. Okay? You can't have a day off. You can't have a day bad.
Yeah.
You always have to be at it.
Okay.
Because the minute you even like this, look. I mean, let's just leave even the example of me and you here in the studio, okay? I wanted to tell you about 2 corporate heads who probably show that you can't, what it's like or what you have to go through to be a woman at the top. I told you about Jane Karuku and Tabitha Karanja. Now, Jane Karuku is essentially, she's
Who is she? Who's Jane Karuko?
right now
I
she's
know Tabitha.
she's the MD of Kenya Breweries, all right? She's sat on a lot of boards. She's worked at very, very high level management at very many companies. I'm talking, straight down to Cadbury's, Schweppes, etc. But she says she wakes up at 5 a.m. and her day is non-stop from that. Yeah. And she says she's happy to have seen how far that she's come. But at any one point, she cannot afford to slip up even a bit.
Yeah.
She has to be awake at night if there's a problem that needs to be solved and she hasn't gotten a solution.
Yeah.
And this has helped her. Her being on her A game has propelled her to the very top.
Totally.
But how many negligent men do we see at the very top, just sitting at the very top by virtue of the fact that they are men?
Now that's a nonsense question. You are going
Let's-
very well.
Listen. Excuse her.
Yeah.
Let's look at what happened to Tabitha Karanja at the top of
What happened to
Keroche.
Tabitha? Yeah, what happened to her?
There was some tax issue, I don't know what, and it seemed like this was the one tax issue that could not be amicably solved. And it was such humiliation. They came for her, they arrested her, threw her in, and it was just conversation about her and her company and what. No one looked at how far and everything she had done to build the company to where it was. I guarantee you, if it was a man sitting at the top, that would not have happened. How many people do we have walking around this year Nairobi, this year 254, who have massive tax arrears? But this is not being done to them.
So
Tabitha, after all of these years of hard work, investment, sacrifice, they came for her with this?
So you're going to go and take someone like Tabitha, or the other one, what's her name?
Jane Karuku.
Jane Karuko.
Yeah.
And use that as an example.
Yes.
Okay, let's go. Let's break it down for you, okay? If you go to the prison system in Kenya.
Yeah.
How many women are in Kenya? I think women are more than men, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but the prison system has 90% men, 10% women. Why is there no equality in that? Right? We want equality.
What?
We want equality. How come there are more nurses as women than men? We want equality.
So then go be a nurse.
Exactly.
No one has stopped you.
Exactly.
You see, you
Now,
have the
wait,
liberty.
I gave you a second to talk. Give me a second. You have said we go and work. Everybody should work. Now, Tabitha has worked just like any other man would work. The game is very different. When you're playing the game of business, it's very high level, it's very cutthroat, right? Men, we don't play around. You come into business. You look at how PQ operates. We don't play around. We don't have jokes. So if you're going to be a woman playing the same game as a man, you must learn to play the game based on the rules that are there.
And we always do.
I'm saying, and when you do,
Yeah.
and when you do, then you get to a place like Tabitha. Now, her and her tax issues, that could be something else altogether. But this woman is running a billion shilling company. Her and her tax issues. The same with the Kenya breweries or East African breweries. This chick has worked hard and she's got there. Why are you telling women to be lazy and go for something that they do not deserve?
I'm not telling you. I'm not saying women
All I'm
should
saying
be
is this.
lazy.
Yeah, I'm just finishing. All I'm saying is this. As a woman, stop this warrior attitude of women we don't get. Come on, look at yourself, Menje. Look at yourself. Look at how far you've gotten. You're 27 years old. What are you crying about? You're sitting here, Kiss FM,
Okay, but you'll
one of
never
the
get it.
biggest radio stations in the
Can
country.
you imagine that?
With me here at 43, and you're still crying?
I'm not. It's.
This chick who works at Safaricom, all these chicks who are working in marketing, why aren't you giving credit where it's due to the women who are actually doing the most? Why are you bembeleza in these other lazy ones?
No.
Now you want us to beba lazy women and throw them where?
I'm sure about this guy.
Let me tell you, the levels are getting like leveled. Tunakuwa same. So whatever, girls, if we cannot do anything extra, we are more in the country and we're not even having any impact. So if you're a shorty and you're not doing anything extra by there, just wasting your time. You need to level up, girl. Level up. Because nobody is your mother in this here country, especially. Of course, we are not being treated equally in all spheres of life as women. But what do? Cry and boo-hoo about it? No, work.
Hey, wala and shatter. Sawa. The real Bobo Mwangi has said that it's not true. Females have to do double and more to what males are doing. Yeah.
Yes, it's simple.
You told me before we went into the talk break, you said I should look at myself. I don't know why we're crying. What? Kamene, you're 27, 43. I remember the day before the show went on air. So we went on air on I think it was the 9th. Yeah? So the day before I was told to come in on Sunday and do a show by myself on Sunday.
Yes.
Right? Sunday. Kamene, come in on Sunday. Do I need Kibe? No. Come in on Sunday and do like 3 hours of a show by yourself. Yeah. On a Sunday.
Yeah.
And I came.
Yeah.
And I did the show.
Yes.
But towards the end of the show, first of all, I had a lot of guests in the studio. Guys just kept on walking, Mungala and who. There's a babe who walked in and she was like, don't leave until we've talked. She works here. And at the end of the show, she told me, Kamene, you don't know how important what you're doing is for women. Do you know? She's like, these positions are not given to us. There are people, women out here who have been fighting for years to get to sit where you're sitting, Kamene. So never take it lightly. Because it's not a position that's been given. You know? And I was like, wait. First of all, pressure, much. But that just showed me that that's how they feel. That's what's happening. Is that how you feel? Honestly, yes.
Because I'll tell you.
Because women are not being given. Kibe is in.
Do you know why I said you're 27 and I'm
43?
43?
Yeah.
Okay. How old is Kiss FM?
It's about
19 years.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
When Kiss FM opened their doors, now I'm talking about us because now I'm inside. I brought myself here. And I came and I did a demo and I probably was not good enough then to do any show, right? It took me 19 years to get here. Now, 19 years minus 27. How many are we getting there? 8. Right? Are you getting? You were 8 years old when I was coming here. So it's not about at the competition.
But Kibe,
What we are saying is this, is that the opportunity is available to the person who can pick it up. But now we're using man versus woman. And this
Imagine.
fight is so useless. It's such a cheap fight.
Kibe.
I'll explain why I'm saying this.
Yeah.
Maybe you've just said it. I'll explain why I'm saying this is such a cheap fight. Right? There was an experiment that was done. A very, very high team, women's team, was taken to a country, and then they were given a 17. The women's team football. They were told to play against in a certain country. I won't say which one. Against their 17 under 17 team of a certain high school somewhere. A certain high school. They just picked any random high school of boys. So they said the boys who are playing football in high school to come and play the professional women who've been playing football at the highest level in terms of women. And when the two played, the boys easily won. Easily. As in, it was not even a competition.
were the women undeserving
No.
to play the national team?
While the women undeserving to win,
No, I mean,
my point is, the game was there. All you have to do is win, right? And the rules are there. So the women were unable to win the boys. What I'm trying to say is this: if you look outside this door or this window, utaona matatu mingi sana. The ratio of kanges to of men kanges to women kanges is what? It's like 99.9% of men, 0.1% is women, because it's a physical task. You have to dandia them at 3, you have to do this. It's a physical task that men are going to be better and faster at than women because of various limitations. So we're not saying, I want us to get beyond this useless, silly argument of men versus women. The opportunity exists, and it exists to all of us.
Kibe, you
right?
know
It
why
exists to
doesn't
all of
exist?
us.
That you and I can be on the same playing field, you and I. But Kibe, as a woman, there's no way
Give me-
I would be
give me
able.
same playing field.
See, we're here on the same playing field.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, same playing field. But there's no way I could have made it here as a woman if I did what you did.
Again, that's nonsense
Do you know
because
that?
we don't know.
Do you know that?
Because we don't know.
It's not possible. Is it really a
How are we
level
going to
playing
talk?
field?
I
mean,
cannot win if you're going to speculate. Let's talk about what has happened.
Is it
I
really
look at you
a
and
level
I say where you
playing
came
field,
from. Where you
Kibe?
came from. I look at you and I see where you came from. You're telling me what? Everybody has to fight. The opportunity exists to everybody.
Well, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
What's up? What's your name, Baba, and where are you calling from?
My name is Karim. I'm calling from Nairobi, South Bay.
Tuambie sasa. Teke.
Nakwambia job iko available to everyone. Girls love crying. They love crying. They want to be given 1 million, yet they don't want to work. Everyone should work, but physicality, those jobs should be for men. But
Very good.
technical jobs for secretary, the other things, sitting in the office should be
Are you serious?
for the
Uko
ladies.
serious,
Yes,
bro?
I'm very
Uko
serious.
serious. Secretary.
God created us different. God created us
Kata
different.
simu. Kata
You're
simu.
not the same as me.
Mwambie, bro.
We are very different. We are very.
Mwambie.
Stop being lame here. Stop being lame. We are very different. Huwezi kaa kwa mjengo na ufanye job na wewe ni dem, yet kuna mimi mwanaume naweza fanya hiyo job.
Faster and better.
Yes, that's why you see, let me be here,
So
like Somali.
mimi nikuwe
Huwezi pata dem
secretary.
Somali anafanya hizo job ngumu, hata mkono yako, hadi Mungu hajakubali. Your hands are too soft.
Very good. I like that.